Hi. During this course, I have learned so much, whether or not it was from proper research, learning which articles to use and why those articles are the best to use, creating my own personal profile, professional profile, sorry, and then to add all of my classwork throughout college and to add my resume, updating my resume was also really nice to do. I've been meaning to do it. It was nice having an excuse to go back and do it. Not only did I learn these things, but I was able to reflect on why I want to become a teacher in the first place and what challenges I've went through and what I've done as a young adult and throughout my childhood, why I wanted to do this. It was nice being able to reflect back and to kind of figure out why I want to do it and why it means so much to me. Growing up, I lived most of my life helping my aunt in her daycare, helping out in the baby, like infant section, all the way up to like the 5K. And I loved every second of it. And I always knew that I wanted to work with kids, whether or not it was nursing, teaching, anything like that. I always knew that I wanted to make an impact on children's lives. And learning about all the different theories and what helps children, especially in the classroom, really solidified why I want to be a teacher. I really enjoyed learning about the zone of proximal development. That was one of my favorite topics that we talked about this semester. I don't know what it was about it. I don't know if it's because I could relate back to it a lot, especially where I believe that you have to be aware of an issue to be able to fix that issue. I've always said that whether or not it was at work, in my own personal life, anything like that, I truly believe that I cannot fix an issue unless I'm aware of that issue. And I think to me, that is what that concept really means to me, that giving them the ability to work on something and slowly making it more difficult and difficult gives them the foundation of that work, but slowly making it harder and harder to the fact where they know what the issue is or the problem is, I guess you could say, and slowly adding on, making it more and more challenging helps build long-term abilities, whether or not it's in their social life, professional, anything. I think that concept is really important just to know. I also really enjoyed the co-regulate and dysregulate, I believe is what it was, that topic. I really enjoyed that one. I enjoyed learning the differences in both and learning what exactly makes one better than the other. Not better, but makes one more important than the other one and why building that safe, welcoming classroom can be so important for children and allowing them to know this is a safe place no matter what happens here, that you are safe and it's here for you to grow into the best person that you are able to be. And I think making that a big priority in a classroom can be really important and can kind of impact your entire teaching career because not having children's success as your main focus, I don't believe will end with the most beneficial classroom that you could have compared to if you do have the children at the center of it. I know there was another one. Let me see. The other topic that I really enjoyed was learning about the cognitive development in infants and childhood. Working in the pre-K and everything, I saw a lot of that one-on-one with the different babies learning at different stages and hearing from their parents what they do was really interesting and seeing what challenges some student faced compared to others and what strategies worked best for them really was interesting, and I'm really excited to learn more about it. I had a basic understanding of that coming into the classroom by working in the pre-K, but I think doing the research in depth and seeing exactly why, talking to babies more as if they are adults rather than baby talking will really help their speech long term. Not coddling, not babying them too much to the point where they aren't doing stuff on their own, like learning motor skills, verbal skills, and stuff like that is also really important, which I think is Something that some parents don't realize is that letting their kids try new things will truly help them in the long run. I don't know if this is a part of it, but I'm going to talk about where I want to be in the 5 to 10 year mark. I really want to be able to have my own classroom. I really would love to be able to find a school that I love and be able to settle down there rather than moving school to school. My sister-in-law does that, and she's moved school to school and she finally has found the place that she loves, and I would love to be able to do that. I want to be able to have a school where I know I'm supported in that system and that school's like manager system will really be there to support me no matter what, and to be able to build that relationship with the other teachers, principals, and all the stuff like that. I would really love to be able to do. I would also love to be able to take the stuff that I've learned now and will continue to learn throughout college to really maybe jot notes down of what I really want to be able to incorporate into like a Word document or a Google document. Just be able to go back and reflect on exactly what topics really resonated with me and what I want to be able to bring into the things, such as the CPD concept and building that safe, what builds a safe place for the children. Whether or not it's allowing them to make mistakes and knowing that mistakes are okay to make, building somewhere that's not stressful for kids to come in where my mood won't affect their mood. Well, me being in a bad mood won't affect the classroom mood as a whole. That even if I'm having a rough day, that does not mean that the students should be nervous coming in or feel off-putted by my mood. And that's something that's really important to me as a teacher and just as a leadership in my job currently. Um, Really, that is where I want to be. I want to have a place where I feel supported at where I work, somewhere where I can feel like I have the best ability to support my future students and to give them the best opportunity to grow as young adults, because that is what you're doing. You're setting kids up to be the best possible version of themselves. And I think that is really important.